Very serious. Of course, I wrote a formal letter, and the Senate asked for 2 weeks, and nothing has been done about it yet. While waiting, in June is a non-political month for me, Mama. After June, I go to court to vindicate myself. It's very serious protest.
It's a committee.
The committee was given 2 weeks to report to this court. That protest, after the end of June, I will go to court. I will go to court to clear my name. I will go to court to clear my name. Southern is very serious. Government can use it against critical voices to silence you. You cannot sit down and tell us in the 54th legislature hearing were heard, so we should take it in the 55th legislature. No. We must go through it, we must have public hearing with experts, even if it means the Senate has to spend some money to send a team to do best practices. Nigeria, Ghana, Egypt, they are credited for it. Let's harmonize the law. Let's know the cybercrime law in Nigeria is not different from the cybercrime law in other countries. That tomorrow, when it's challenged in an international forum or court, then we have something different. So, I'll just close by saying, I stood up to fully agree with.
It will have a specific place that it will have begun from. But in this case, there were multiple areas that we noticed that the fire picked up from. So it wasn't like from one particular location spreading throughout the room, but from multiple locations around the room. So at this point in time, we are.
The Bible says about holy iniquity in my heart, but when I hear me, nobody can spoil my good time for tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm not coming there, small motor here and there, spoil my way. I still got a long road to take. So I'm clear. Whenever I'm called upon, I will be available. I promised the superintendent that. Just a telephone call away. Let us love Bon County, as the president can say, build Bon County and have peace in Bon County, because we are the center and the heartbeat of our country. If things settle here, things will settle everywhere else. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, people of Liberia, in Liberia and outside Liberia. Today is a great day. I seize this moment to commend President Boakai for issuing Executive Order number 151. What he did today is consistent with what I've been talking about. We cannot be a raw material exporting country forever and expect to develop and get out of poverty. From 1847, even before 1847, we have been exporting raw materials. President Tupper tried a little bit, but that was turned around by the military regime. I want to thank President Boakai for issuing the executive order that says no more will raw rubber be exported out of Liberia. And that is the beginning of industrialization. Certainly, I believe this is not a way for a few foreign investors to elbow small Liberian business people who are exporting raw rubber. I believe strongly, and I urge him to maintain the posture that no raw rubber will leave Liberia, and not just processed for export, but now we'll begin to produce sanitary gloves, condoms, tires, and inner tubes, and everything that's made out of natural rubber. You know what? It's going to create jobs. It's going to grow our revenue, and Liberia will gradually become a developed country. I am so happy.
Beginning now, any platform or any gallery I attend, you can be whosoever in the country. If you stay and insult Boakai, I will go beyond. I will not insult you, but I will insult all the people that support you. I'm telling you, some people we need to discipline some people. We need to lay them down, get the 25 on their damn bike, so that they can have the
This former Senator Dazo Jolly speaking.
Yes, yes. Anywhere I am sitting, I'm standing. You abuse or on any platform you abuse Baka, I'll go after
President Baka.
President Baka. I'll go after everyone that abuse them.
Tolerance.
No, there will not be no tolerance here. You Baka, you do nothing. You put your mouth on him. And you tell the quiet chicken. We will do the same. Well, not people will do the same thing to you, because we have to stop that nonsense. You just jump out. That's an elder may jump out. You cause it, man. You cause it. What generation? And no one is talking about that here.
Are you talking?
There are people. No, there are people in high places and low places that are involved with this. Former dealer, current dealer. We have to put stop to this.
A pleasant good morning and a warm welcome to the Thursday edition of the program, The Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. Folks, we'd like to say good morning and welcome to the show. Today is Thursday, and today is the 14th of the month of August. The year is 2025, and we're here this morning to rumble you through the Thursday edition of the program, The Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. We'll run you straight up to 10 o'clock. We have lots of great things in store for you this morning as we together rumble you through the Thursday edition of the program, The Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. My name is Balen Emmanuel David. I'm alongside my colleague Lorena and Honoree. Together, we are here to serve you breakfast this morning. We greet you based on your time, folks. Those of you who are following outside Liberia, we say welcome. Thanks a lot for following. For those of you who are out and follow back home, we say thank you for always following as well. Those of you listening to your radio this morning on your way to work, we say thank you. Thanks for the privilege of your company. And we are here this morning, 10 minutes past 8 o'clock. And for those of you who have birthday on today, we say happy birthday out to you. If you celebrated day or days ago, belated birthday greetings going out to you. And if you're looking forward to your birthday, pre-birthday greetings going out to you as well, we'd like to say thank you for always tuning in. So our motivation for today says, start your Thursday with an attitude of optimism. It is good to be a good. It is going to be a good day. So you have to have the spirit of optimism that something will happen. Just have that spirit of positivity, and just mean something good will happen. And another one say, let the Thursday be filled with positivities. That's possibility. Be aware of the opportunities around you. Don't just go through the day. Live the day with your eyes and your mind open. So I take that again. It says, let this Thursday be filled with possibilities. Be aware of the opportunities around you. Don't just go through the day. Live the day with your eyes and mind open. So we say welcome to the show, folks. Whatever you are, however you listen. For those of you feeling downhearted, we'd like to assure you that hope is certainly still alive. Keep focused and keep moving. There is a better day tomorrow. After the rain, the sun will certainly shine again. It doesn't matter how many times you fall, but the courage to wake up and keep moving, that counts. So we like to say, wake up, keep moving, and approach the day with optimism, positivity, with an open mind and open eyes. So it's good to engage the day with a very set and a positive mind. Do not look at where you fall, look at where you stumble your toe, because where you stumble your toe is where the mistake happens, and where you fall is just the end of the action. The end of the action can in no way determine the root cause of the action. So you have to go back and look at where you went wrong so that you don't have a reoccurrence of what have happened. So folks, we say welcome to the show. Thanks a lot for always following. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. My name is Emmanuel David. I'm alongside my colleague Lorena Honoree. Let's just bring you up to speed with our weather report for today. Temperature is at 78 Fahrenheit, and precipitation is 20%. Humidity is 84%, and wind speed per hour is 14 meters per hour. And today you have to expect light rain. So take along with you your umbrella, your raincoat, so that you don't be embarrassed
as you go on. So welcome to the show. We are giving cash out today. Today is the Wisi Wasa Day. We are giving cash out up to 25,000 Liberian dollars. We are giving out to up to 25,000 Liberian dollars. So all you need to do is just to double up and play and make for yourself some cash. How can you play? You can play by dialing *255*4#, *255*4#, pay the minimum of 50 Liberian dollars, and then you stand a chance to win for yourself 4,000, 10,000, 20, and 25,000 Liberian dollars. And also, you're going to be part of the Win Liberia Bonanza this August. So we're going to be giving out lots of things. We're going to be giving out smartphones. We're going to be giving out percolator. We're going to be giving out bag of rice and all of the good things. Okay, so you need to double up and play, be a part of the entire process and make for yourself some cash instantly. And then you be a part of the raffle draw. So by playing the game qualifies you to be a part of the raffle draw. That's the bonanza that coming up very shortly. And also, you stand a chance to win for yourself 4,000, pardon, 4,000, 10,000, 20,000, and 25,000 Liberian dollars. 4,000, 10,000, 20,000, and 25,000 Liberian dollars this morning to be given out to our folks. So all you need to do is just to double up and play *255*4#. You need to be a Lone Star Cell subscriber. With that, you stand a chance to play. And the play amount is just 50 Liberian dollars. 50 Liberian dollars qualifies you to play this game and win for yourself some cash. So we encourage you to double up and play and make for yourself some cash as we go on. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. The system is open, very active. We crisscross the country to speak of our correspondents, to know exactly what is going on in parts of Liberia. Nima County election has ended, and Koto Kwagu stand to be the man. So we're going to talk much more about that as we go on. 15 minutes past 8 o'clock, folks. Whatever you are, however you listen, whatever the occasion, we say welcome to the show. Let's go to Maryland County to speak with our Maryland County correspondent, Christian Appleton. Christian Appleton is our man there in Maryland County, and then we'll go Bapuru County, folks. Whatever you are, however you listen, whatever the occasion is, we say welcome to the show. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM, folks. We say welcome. Keep playing against *255*4#. *255*4#. The more you play, the better your chances of winning. You stand a chance to win for yourself 4,000, 10,000, and also 20,000 and 25,000. So we're crisscrossing the country to speak of our correspondent. We're making rounds. Try to get Christian Appleton. Let's give him a try. If we cannot get him, we will have to go to Bapuru County to speak with our Bapuru County correspondent, Solomon Taylor. Folks, we say welcome to the show. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM, Fabric 101.1 FM, and Super 95.5 FM. So we're here this morning. Let's go to Maryland County to speak of our Maryland County correspondent, Christian Appleton. Good morning, Christian. How are you doing this morning, and how is Maryland County this morning?
Yes, good morning, Emmanuel. Let's say good morning to our viewers. I'm doing well. No complaint. Coping by the grace of God, and of course, everything is in tight. Maryland County is doing well. Everything seems to be normal in the county this morning.
Okay, everything seems to be normal in Maryland County, the southeast of Liberia. So, Christian, let's go straight into it. What is the latest unfolding there in the county? What do we know about the latest? Can you just talk us through the latest unfolding there in the county?
Yes, it's important to inform the public regarding at least 45, security officers, were satisfied the Region 5 Commander Moses of Tama University. So, kind of a historic move to strengthen campus safety and professional development. William D.S. Tufman University, TU, officially certified over 45 of its security officers during held at the university's academic gallery, recently. And of course, the officers successfully completed an intensive 2-week professional development course in campus security management, led by Richard Fine, the General Police Commander of most people. So the event marked a significant milestone, in university's ongoing commitment to fostering a secure, disciplined, and professionally trained security force. Speaking during the ceremony, Commander Tipo highlighted both the achievements, and challenges faced during the training. The officers, their dedication, he did not shy away from addressing, sensitive issues such as absenteeism, latent insufficient training materials, and a lack of basic fostering tools, like platoons, handcuffs, and pepper spray. So he also talked about the age range. Commander Tipo raised concerns about aging security workforce and literacy, levels, urging the university to prioritize, the recruitment of younger, high school educated candidates, ideally ages of 25 and 30. And he also talked about he said people operating a beef or security personnel for university or university like that, they should be at least high school graduate, literate, not illiterate, and also they should be at least age from age 10 so that they have all kind of effective work they doing.
And Christian, before going any further, you just mentioned the issue of batons, pepper spray, and all of those things. Why are those things needed? Is it because there are some disruption in classes? Are there disruption in classes and other things that are serving as a hindrance to the learning environment? That's the reason that security officers there at Tottenham University are requesting for some of those materials to enhance their working.
There have been too much disruptions on campus, students and other people, So this is why the administration invited the Regional 5 Commander, most people, to conduct all kinds of intensive trainings, intensive training with securities. So in the wake of that one training, we noticed that there are lack of, some other equipment to enable the security to be capacitated, to enable the security to provide, space for security to be protected. So we talk about the batons, we talk about the pepper sprays. These are basic things that securities need, in order to be capacitated at least for campus security in preventing, further distractions, in preventing further, misunderstanding on campus. These are things they want to use to prevent the campus from, the terrorists, and invasion.
And how often these things happen on the Tottenham University campus? And on the other hand, who are those that are involved in disrupting activities there at the Tottenham University?
Yeah, sometimes we have students in the political, because the university now, is a government-run university. So we have students, most especially the Student Unification Alliance, the SWAT, calling the SWAT, Student Unification Alliance, would normally, stage protests on the campus wherein, even during elections, they broke some, materials, election materials, and disrupted classes, preventing students not to take them. Even about 18 when arrested and taken to the police station, if you recall. And so many things. And according to the president, Dr. Oluchi Meji, he noted that there have been several, things happening on campus, like tests. People just want to see the levels. They say, you remember how many levels he has replaced. And people just have that perception that, it's a government school. It's a government university, so we are the government, so we can do anything, anything, and nobody will ask questions, So, in the wake of that, we talk to put the securities together and make the securities well trained so as to detect these kind of things happening on campus. So he has addressed during the occasion that the Oluki Major President and CEO of Tubman University Law, Commander Tipo, for his contribution not only as a law enforcement officer, but also an adjunct professor. He's also an adjunct professor at the university. So there's a major reaffirming his commitment to empowering local, sourcing jobs, and of course, he addressed criticism regarding his frequent travels in the media. According to him, in normal years, people say, oh, the president doesn't sit in the county, the president doesn't sit in the county, but according to him, he goes out of the county because he wants to lobby. 20% of the university budget goes for operation, while 80% of the budget goes for salary, and 20% for operation, according to him, cannot be able to maintain the university. So what he does is that he goes out there in America or in other places to lobby, so as to bring funds, so as to bring support to the university. He also talked about people, alleging that there are many corruption in the university, and according to him, he described it as business. He also talked about a recent memorandum of understanding MOU with the Library Football Association. So starting from next semester, the university will be having the course of coaching, professional coaching and refereeing, at the university.
Oh, wow. So that will be added, the courses offered there at the university.
Yeah, we have 5 disciplines there already. So if this
Wow.
the referee will be added, it means we have about 6 now.
Okay.
We have 6 there already, so we'll be 7. So the coaching, if you want to be a professional coach, you can enroll at TU starting from next semester. If you want to be a professional referee, you can also enroll starting next semester. So according to the president of the university, that's of MOU, recently signed with the Library Football Association. And he also talked about, he also hinted major, upcoming developments, including the nation from National University's alma mater, when his alma mater and new partners in articles and the United States. He said the alma mater, National University in America, is expected to donate basic materials to the university.
Okay.
It's more being power. Here, we only have received such donation or commitment. So that's the issue. So I think that's it.
Okay, and I think that will help the university. All of those travels, if we have those travels bringing some dividends back to the university to improve things there at the university, it's a thumbs up. But if those travels are not bringing nothing back home, then that is another thing to talk about. On the overall, I think it's a very good move by the university to add up some of those things in terms of courses, coaching and referee. All of those things are very important to as well, to add up to courses offered there at the university.
Definitely.
Okay. Thank you, Christian Appleton, for updating us with those reports from Maryland County. We hope that we have you on tomorrow to give us more from Maryland County. Thank you.
Sure. We'll remain unbending, in providing information to our people. Information is expensive, to do away with women.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Christian Appleton is our man there in Maryland County, 26 minutes past 8 o'clock. And this is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. We are crisscrossing the country to speak of our correspondents, to know exactly what is going on in parts of Liberia. And also, we also give cash out on today's star 255 star 4 hash. Star 255 star 4 hash. The more you play, the better your chances of winning. $50 Liberian dollars qualifies you to play and also be a part of the Win Liberia Bonanza in this August. So we encourage you to double up and play and make some cash for yourself. 27 minutes past 8 o'clock. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. For those of you just joining in, we say thank you if you've been with us from the initial point of this broadcast. Thanks a lot for the privilege of your company. And we say thank you. Keep following the show. Invite others to join. Share the live. And let's get the information rolling. Let's go to Bapudu County to speak of our Bapudu County correspondent. Our Bapudu County correspondent, Solomon Tabla, is there in Bapudu County. Let's talk with Solomon Tabla, and then we come back here to bring you up to speed with other things. case. So we are here this morning. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. So we'll go to Bapudu County now to speak about Bapudu County correspondent, Solomon Tibla. Solomon, seems you are around the radio.
Good morning, Manuel. Good morning to people listening to the radio this morning.
Yeah, it seems that you're around the radio. Can you kind of walk away from the radio? Or... Hello? Okay, it's much better. It's much better. All right, Solomon, how is Bapudu County this morning and how things are going?
Emmanuel, Bapudu is good this morning. At least we are hopeful of experiencing some good sunshine here in Bapudu City.
Okay, so we have a sunny day in Bapudu today. All right, so let's just go straight into it. Talk us through the latest unfolding there from the county. What do we know about the latest unfolding there in Bapudu County?
Yeah, okay. So, Emmanuel, we've been following our story with regards to 4 persons who were arrested in connection with tampering with police investigation. This whole thing started on Friday of last week when a lifeless body of a man who used to be a mechanic was discovered closer to one of the gold mines in Bapudu, to be specific, in Bapudu district. So the information surrounding the death of this young man, you know, he used to be a mechanic, and usually we have one of those machines that they can use to mine in Bapudu called kata. So he used to be a mechanic for that particular machine. So he usually lived from one mining camp to another. So on this day, he was contacted by another miner by the name of Chino, to be specific. The popular name is China. So he was contacted by China to go and repair his machine. So he left from one of the towns where he used to live, one of the mining camps where he used to live called Ponte. So when he left, he was on his way to this mining camp when he met his death. So after the body was discovered, the lively body was discovered on the morning of Friday in a creek. So when they discovered the body, they informed the police that, we saw a lively body of a man believed to be one Maurice Camara, who used to be a mechanic. So it was on this day they invited the police, and the police went on the scene to conduct an investigation. So the district commander in Henrytown, where closer to where the incident occurred. The incident occurred in a town called Supermarket. Around the supermarket there where they have the mining camp, there where he was heading when he was murdered. He was allegedly murdered. So on the next day, the CSE commander for Bapudu, Mr. Benson Abbott, decided to move on the scene to conduct thorough investigation. So when they got on the scene on Saturday morning, they could not trace any of the family members of the guy. So what he decided to do, because he had plastic, he had plastic with the tools, and his cell phone was knowing about that in the rainy season. So he tied his phone in a plastic. So it was how the phone was discovered in this plastic. And when they took the SIM card for the phone, the police officer took the SIM card for the phone and placed it into his own phone. So it was how they decided to trace to see whether they could find any of the family members or contact. So right away, when the police officer discovered one of the relatives, not too long, when one of the relatives called and said, I want to talk to our brother. So it was how the police officer decided to tell this guy who called that, we just saw this cell phone in a plastic, and the guy who owned the phone, he was allegedly murdered. So if you are connected to him, you have to inform the other family members that he had passed on. So it was how the police decided to tell all of the All of those who were on the scene that particular day that let's organize a 15-minute jury to see whether there was foul play in the man's death.
Mm-hmm.
So when they conducted the investigation after the 15-minute jury was conducted, they were after they searched the body, they got to know there were parts extracted. His private part was taken away. The 2 ears were cut. In the palm, the flesh that is within the palm was also cut.
Wow.
And his neck was broken. And his hair was also brushed.
Wow.
So it was how after the investigation, the police decided to say the guy should not be buried until the family members can come.
Okay.
But it was so saddening to hear that some youth within the area decided to have this guy buried behind the police officer. So when he was buried, the family members, when they came, they got on the scene, they decided to request for the body of this guy. And it even brought tension between the family members and those who did the burial. So it was how police decided to arrest 4 persons. The first person they arrested was the youth chairman for the Oporo district. Mr. Leva Laban was also arrested. Chino, who sent for the guy to go and do repair on his machine, was also arrested. And 2 additional guys, even the town chief of the town was also arrested. So 2 persons were arrested in connection with temporary police investigation and criminal facilitation. So they were, after the preliminary investigation was conducted at the police detachment headquarters here in Bogolo City, they were found to court. So currently, the case is in court, even though they said the crime is billable. So 3 of them were paid out on the same day.
And I'm a little concerned. What did they say that prompted all that resulted to the folks there in the county having the body buried? With was the body smelling, or what was reason that led to them going on with burial?
According to the police charge, they said the body was in a basket, so they could not keep the body.
Okay.
The body at that particular time, so they decided to bury the body.
So the body wasn't placed at a place to preserve it as the police carry out their investigation.
Yeah. So he was buried. He was on the ground. The body was decaying, and so they could not keep the body. But the police needed to get the family members and collect some evidences to prove that yes, indeed, this guy was murdered, because there was a foul play. In Liberia, once there is a foul play, I think it's necessary for the police to conduct thorough investigation instead of you taking the body to bury, taking the corpse to bury it. So it was on the ground, they were arrested.
Wow. So in terms of further investigation to have those who perpetrated the act, what is the police doing now?
Emmanuel, currently there is no trace of arresting any of those who might have committed that act. But the police are still doing their best, according to the commander for the PSD. They are doing their best to trace, to know who are those that committed the act. Or at the stand, currently the police have not established any link of anybody who might have murdered this young man.
As these things develop there in the county, what have been reaction? What are you hearing in pocket discussions?
Emmanuel, this is not the first time we have followed some cases, especially for that same within our same vicinity, within our same terrain. People have been murdered and fathers planted. And people are afraid currently as we speak. People are afraid, especially for that party to be the particular terrain where the incident occurred. If it's not the first time, it's not the second time, it could be maybe the 4th or 5th time. So people express they have disappointment. If these things are happening, can you imagine somebody is seeking to get their daily bread and they just to get to know the person is being murdered? People are really expressing their frustration in all these things that are happening within the county, especially for the coal mining area.
And looking at the police capacity there in the county, I'm not doubting the fact that the police can come to a logical conclusion, but I'm just hoping.
Say that again.
I say, looking at the capacity of the police there in the county, I'm not doubting the fact that the police will come to a logical conclusion of the entire matter, but I'm just hoping that it happens.
Sure, Emmanuel, that's the expectation of one of the citizens who are expressing their frustration in these things that are happening. Even though, Emmanuel, especially for our police detachment here, even the joint security, they don't have a vehicle. The county tried their best. They were able to give the joint security compassion of the police, the immigration, the Bureau of Correction and Rehabilitation, the Lagos Drug Enforcement Agency. They gave them 4 bikes, at least to be able to move about in making sure they protect the property in this part of Liberia.
All right, Solomon, is there anything perhaps you'd like to add up before taking leave of you this morning?
Yes, so basically the county is being many are saying the county are being strangulated because the militants are going in the county. The county council took over for the PMC, and there were other money they allocated for other projects in the county. But as it stands, those documents have not been signed because one of the chief judges is expressing their dissatisfaction in the way all of those projects the county council are clear marked along with the county leadership. So we are expecting on the 17th of this month there will be a mass meeting to be held in one of the children where people are expressing frustration in the way the county council and the county leadership decide to apportion money for other projects in the county. So we are expecting on the 17th to converge in one of the town called Bukala where a mass meeting will be taking place, where we are expecting all of our legislative caucus members of the county and other stakeholders in the county to attend that particular meeting so that things can be laid to rest because people are saying the county are being strangulated. The county, all of the projects have come to a standstill because some money that were pushed by the county council along with the local leaders of the county. They are not satisfied with the way things are going. So we are expecting our legislative caucus members in the county the 17th where our mass meeting will be held in Bukala Town in Police District.
Okay, thank you, Solomon Tabler, for updating us with those reports. Hoping that you follow up on them, and we will have to join you subsequently to get more from Bapuru County.
All right, Emmanuel, thanks for having me this morning.
Okay, thank you. Solomon Tabler is our man there in Bapuru County, bringing us up to speed with development emanating from Bapuru County. All right, so we're here this morning, folks. This is the Today Show in this is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM, folks. We are here this morning, and we say thank you for always joining us. Thank you for always tuning in. To our regular followers, we say thank you. For those of you in our comment section, we say thank you for always following. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. We about to take a very short break, and then we'll come back. We have to ramble you through the papers, give you a understanding what is making news in the print media. And also, we are about to give out cash. We are about to give out cash. So we ask you to double up and play *255*4#. *255*4#. The more you play, the better your chances of winning. We encourage you to double up and play. 50 Liberian dollar qualifies you to win for yourself 4,000, 10,000, 20,000, and 25,000 Liberian dollars. We're going to be giving cash out this morning. 10,000, 5,000, 20, 25,000 Liberian dollars. And also, by playing the game, you stand a chance to be part of the entire raffle draw. And the Bonanza, the Win Liberia Bonanza, that is up very shortly. We're going to give you more information surrounding that. All right, it's just 50 Liberian dollars. *255*4#. You have to be a Lone Star Cell subscriber to play this game, and then you win for yourself 5,000, 4,000, 10,000, 20, and 25,000. So we are here this morning. Let's go for a very short break to do some adjustment. When we come back, we rumble you through the papers, give you a sense of understanding what is making news in the print media so that you know exactly what is going on. So we take a very short break and then we'll be back very shortly to run it up with what is making news in the print media.
Good evening, people of Liberia, in Liberia and outside Liberia. Today is a great day. I seize this moment to commend President Boakai for issuing Executive Order number 151. What he did today is consistent with what I've been talking about. We cannot be a raw material exporting country forever and expect to develop and get out of poverty. From 1847, even before 1847, we have been exporting raw materials. President Tupper tried a little bit, but that was turned around by the military regime. I want to thank President Boakai for issuing the executive order that says no more will raw rubber be exported out of Liberia. And that is the beginning of industrialization. Certainly, I believe this is not a way for a few foreign investors to elbow small Liberian business people who are exporting raw rubber. I believe strongly, and I urge him to maintain the posture that no raw rubber will leave Liberia, and not just processed for export, but now we'll begin to produce sanitary gloves, condoms, tires, and inner tubes, and everything that's made out of natural rubber. You know what? It's going to create jobs. It's going to grow our revenue, and Liberia will gradually become a developed country. I am so happy for this development. When Boakai does something that is not good, when there are missteps, we speak about it. But objectivity imposes a duty upon us to praise him when he does something. And this one he did today is praiseworthy. We need factories, not fasting. We need policies, not prayers. And this is exactly what I mean. I want to thank him. Today I feel good for supporting him for the second round. Thank you very much. I believe that this is the beginning. Next step should be an executive order to stop the exportation of round logs from Liberia so that Liberia can gradually become a furniture exporting country. Thank you very much.
Beginning now, any platform or any gallery I attend, you can be whosoever in the country. If you stay and insult Boakai, I will go beyond. I will not insult you, but I will insult all the people that support you. I'm telling you, some support we need to discipline some people. We need to let them down, get them 25 on their damn bike, so that they can have the respect.
This is former Senator Dazo Joseph speaking.
Yes. Anywhere I'm standing. You abuse or on any platform you abuse Boakai, I'll go after
President Boakai.
I'll go after everyone and abuse them.
Tolerance.
No, there will not be no tolerance here. Boakai do nothing. You put your mouth on him. And you tell the quiet chicken, we will do the same. People will do the same thing to you. And because we have to stop that nonsense. You want to jump on that, some may jump on, you cause it, one generation. And no one is talking about that here. There are people in high places and low places that are involved with this. Former dealer, current dealer, we have to put stop to this.
The Bible says about whole iniquity in my heart, but when I hear me, nobody can spoil my good time for tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm not coming there, small motor here and there, spoil my way. I still got a long road to take. So I'm clear. Whenever I'm called upon, I will be available. I promise the superintendent that. Just a telephone call away. Let us love Bon County, as the president can say, pure Bon County. and have peace in Bon County, because we are the center and the heartbeat of our country. If things settle here, things will settle everywhere else. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. We are here this morning in the final lap of the of the program, the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. We are here this morning. Let's go to the papers and bring you what is making news in the print media. So we have the Front Page Africa, the Liberian Investigator newspaper. We have the Data Zero newspaper. We have the New Dawn newspaper here as well. So we go to the Liberian Investigator to see what is on the Liberian Investigator page, and then we move on to other papers and bring you stories that are making news. Today is the 14th of August, and the year is 2025. On the Liberian Investigator newspaper, new revelations point to bribery demands, internal sabotage in biometric ID saga. And this is on the New Dawn newspaper. New evidence and insider accounts obtained by the Liberian investigator suggest that Liberia's still multi-million-dollar biometric identification project was derailed not by technical or legal hurdles, but by alleged bribery demand from within the government, a chain of events that prompted President Joseph Yema Boakai to step in, halt all activities, and set up a new committee after Austrian contractor OESD International GmbH refused to pay it. If you want to get more of this story, you certainly have to get the Liberian Investigator newspaper. And let's get to this one here. Let's get to this one. That's the Front Page Africa newspaper. The Front Page Africa newspaper is next on the newsstand August 14, 2025. Strengthening extension service delivery. EU-funded initiative enhances capacity of agriculture officials. Strengthening extension service delivery. EU-funded initiative enhances capacity of agriculture officials. Swakoko Bon County Extension Agent, including County Agriculture Coordinator, CACS District Agriculture Officers, and Seed Inspectors from the Seed Development and Certification Agency, all applauded the recent capacity enhancement training organized by the International Institution of Tropical Agriculture under the EU-funded C4 Liberia project. The training workshop organized by RRTA in collaboration with CARI was held at the Central Agriculture Research Institute in Bon County. It brought together 20 extension officers from Bunk, Lofa, Montserrado, Margibi, and Nimba counties. The training aimed at strengthening extension officers' capacity on the processes of seedborne production, covering breeder seed, foundation seed, and certified seeds. If you want to get more of this, you certainly have to get the Front Page Africa newspaper. Another story on the Front Page Africa newspaper. Austin S. Fala inspire Liberian youth to pursue education, reject drugs, and build a better nation. Austin F. Fala inspires Liberian youth to pursue education, reject drugs, and build a better nation. And, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, Austin S. Fala, a US-based Liberian professional, delivered an inspiring topic to just graduate in training to school students at the Hand-On and Barber Business Center in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. The event hosted by Mr. Philip Musa, owner of the popular weekend gathering spot for Liberian Joe community members eager to hear words of encouragement and a vision for a better future. In his, okay, so let's just hold it there. Let's just hold it there and get to other story quickly as we go on. So we quickly go to this one. Governance Commission, Governance Commission acting boss launches Monrovia City Dialogue, urges bold leadership reform. Governance Commission acting boss launches Monrovia City Dialogue, urges bold leadership reforms. The acting chairman of the Governance Commission, Alaric K. Tokpa, has opened a 2-day policy dialogue with a stark reminder that the future of Liberia's capital depends on bold reforms in leadership, interagency coordination, and sustainable financing. Speaking under the theme Improving Monrovia City Administration Through Effective Leadership, Proper Coordination, and Resource Mobilization, Tokpap framed the gathering as a deliberate and strategic intervention to chart the city's governance future, not a ceremonial talk show. The question before us is not whether change is needed, but how we will shift the change to reflect the values of inclusion, accountability, and sustainability, Topa declares. If you want to get more of that, you have to certainly get the Front Page Africa newspaper. All right, let's get to this story here. Citizens of Nema commit to peaceful participation in TD's successive by-election following the 2023 general election. Yeah. The election coordinating committee has commended the citizens of Nema County, District Number 5, for their peaceful participation in the by-election held on August 12, 2025. The ECC deployed a special observation mission to monitor the pre-election and election day processes for the representative by-election, the third such election in Nema County since the 2023 general election. This by-election was conducted to fill the vacancy created by the election of Honorable Sama Koga to the Senate following the August 2025 Nema senatorial by-election. So, Koto Kwagu there in Nema County stands to be the man. Koto Kwagu stands to be the man there in District Number 5, Nema County. So we are here this morning. Let's join Lorena as we continue to rumble through the papers and get to our talking point this morning. All right, so we're here this morning. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. And we'd like to say good morning and a pleasant welcome to you just joining us and continue to play the game *255 *4# *255 *4# 50 Liberian dollar qualifies you to win for yourself 4,000, 10,000, 20 and 25,000. Good morning, Lorena. How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine, Emmanuel. Good morning to you and good morning to our audience, those that are listening to the radio and viewing via television, Spawn TV, Fabric TV, Super TV, and viewing on YouTube. I'm sure we have
Yeah, we on.
Spawn Talk on YouTube. We appreciate your presence here, and I'm grateful to God for life, good health, and strength to even be here this morning. Emmanuel, unfortunately, I forgot my phone. I'll have to rush back for it. But I said, let me sit with you a little bit. I just want to share some of the blueprints from yesterday, the headquarters of political parties, and you can imagine how great it would be to have political parties with such beautiful buildings and constructions in Liberia. And it's going to make our country a beautiful one. I know people say, oh, she can always come in the way she comes in, but these are training issues. Yesterday, what happened at the CDC party headquarters, and then former President George Weah released the blueprint of the new CDC headquarters, and then we saw other political parties headquarters with a blueprint, AI at work, seriously. But if that AI can turn into reality, Emmanuel will have beautiful structures in Liberia, and that is owned, not a rented property. But with that, that was what came on my mind.
And that is important. Though we have other important issues, but that is important too to talk about. And all of this, Rick, my role with political parties, not having their own headquarters from time immemorial, old age probably, it just brings to mind the mindset people approach institution with. They use institution to get relevance. They use institution to get other necessary things, but to build institutions, to make institutions up to that letter, that will be an independent one. That will not be built around an individual. That is another issue to talk about, and that has been happening time without number. And these are same perception people take to government.
Yeah.
People take those perception, those mind.
People serve individual and not the country.
Yes, and I think at this point in time, and how things are, I think political party, this is not just unique to the CDC. CDC is on the spotlight now because they are facing some infection issue. But there are other political parties, plenty of political parties. Give a names of political parties that have their own area. Let's just close our eye on CDC for a little and look at other political parties. It's just not just unique to CDC. Those CDC is on the spotlight. We saw that initially with the United Party. United Party was on the spotlight before. They were removed. They were evicted from their party headquarters. And now it's the CDC, two big political parties.
The two leading political parties.
And I think in my mind, it's about time the leaders of those political parties, other political parties, have to put in some strategic measures. Be very innovative enough to have your own area at least. It will be a very good one.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Somebody says it's not about the building, it's about implementation. It's about what you do, and how you make that, how the country progress on your political party. So it's not about the building because they see other political parties with beautiful buildings yet.
Yeah.
They weren't elected, and today they are not the ones ruling. So you can even have a gathering on a Palawa Hall. We just need progress report. We want to know that the concessions that are signed. Liberians benefit more because it is a country. If someone should come here to invest or suck minerals out of my soil, I should be able to see universities in my county. I should be able to see big hospitals and not just petty clinics. I should be able to see, housing units for us to live, to graduate from that tiny little space and go into the forest to use latrine and having inbuilt toilets where we have commodes and showers, because of the billions of dollars being sucked out of my soil. And no matter where your political party is, even if it is on some Palava hot, once these are progress reports that we are getting and the innovations and how well Liberians can benefit from what you do as a leader or as a government, then we know we are talking. So it's not about the place the party is, the building, having your own building, renting, being evicted, whatever it is. At the same time, the educational sector, the health sector, and then Liberia is mourning the loss of Sylvester Grisby,
Oh,
who
yeah,
died
yeah.
in the U.S. He has been there for a while and undergoing medication. And from what we see, that he died. Uh, the release is on the Executive Mansion
Yeah.
page that he died, and the whole country has been mourning. His friends from back then, some of the older guys that know him, he
Yeah.
has been serving government for years, for decades, and they have been sending in their tributes and, remembering him in the best way, celebrating his life. We say peace to his ashes, and we also pray for healing to his family.
Yeah, true.
Yesterday, a bomb hit Liberia, and that is the Human Rights Report.
Yes, I have it here.
Yeah, so you want to read it?
So it's a very lengthy piece. We cannot go through. We will just spotlight key areas.
I want our people to know that whatever we do and when we are doing what we do, we should know that we are being watched, we are being monitored. The reason we are being monitored because we stay chair, even though one is on 8 years old. We are here to comprehend, to understand that we Liberian people, we're supposed to be able to take care of our own business. But because we can't take care of our own business, people are now taking care of us, our
Yeah.
body. So our body can see. It's what we're not supposed to do when we're doing it. They put down a record. Oh, they want honor the police. Oh, they want honor the person. Oh, they want honor that person. At the end of the year, they can't say, look, 2024, this is what you did. And people say, oh, but the people just say we speak beautiful English. Then people get again, because you speak beautiful English doesn't mean that your human rights record is good. So let's hear some of what we might pick
and Liberia is a democratic state, and we need to subscribe to all of those things that promote democracy. So I think that's a very good. And Imagine responded as well. Imagine responded.
I saw the response. I saw a response from the presidential press secretary.
Yes,
It's
so
on his phone page.
yeah, so let me just point some of those key things that they talk about. Okay, so we lay our hands on it very shortly. 2024 country reports on human rights practices Liberia, and I'm taking this from the United States Department, the Department of State. Okay, it reads rather, executive summary. Let's read the executive summary to get a sense of understanding. There were no significant changes in the human rights situation in Liberia during the year, because this is a periodical report that comes out as it relates to some of those key pillars that democracy subscribe to as a government, and then you have to live up to all of those key areas in the various sectors. So the executive summary, the first line says there were no significant changes in the human rights situation in Liberia during the year. So meaning the first report that some of those things that is spotlighted, government didn't take some key and strong actions to change some of those things. Significant human rights issues included credible report of arbitrary or unlawful killings, torture or cruel, inhumane, or degrading treatment or punishment, arbitrary arrest or detention, serious restriction on freedom of expression and media freedom, including violence of threats or violence against journalists and censorship, trafficking in person, and systematic restriction on workers' freedom of association. The government took steps to identify and punish officials who committed human rights abuses, including abuses committed during the country's civil war. So 1A, you have arbitrary killings, coercion in population control, war crimes, crimes against humanity, and evidence of acts that may constitute genocide or conflict-related abuses. Liberty, freedom of the press, physical attack, imprisonment, and pressure, censorship by government, military, intelligence, or police forces, criminal groups, or armed extremist or rebel group, worker rights, freedom of association and collective bargaining, and it goes down forced or compulsory labor, acceptable work condition, wage and hour laws, occupational safety and health, wage, blah blah blah. And it's a very lengthy disappearance and adoption, prolonged detention without charges. That is those pre-trial detainees having them without having their days in court. I think it's a violation of their rights. This part was highlighted to as well. Lauren, you have it too as well.
You know, I'm being restricted because
violation.
I can't see a lot. That's why.
Violation in religious freedom, trafficking in person, security of the person, torture and cruel, inhumane or degrading treatment or punishment, protection of child labor, child marriage, protection of refugees, provision of first asylum act of. So it's just a very lengthy piece, and we have to digest it and just go through it. And on overall, the Immersion responded. So let me just take Immersion respond, and then we lay our thought on it. It says Executive Mansion, President Joseph Yuma Baga Sr., President of the Republic of Liberia, has received and is currently reviewing the 2024 U.S. State Department Human Rights Report on Liberia. This report, prepared and published by the United States Department of State, provides an assessment of the human rights environment in Liberia over the past year, addressing civil liberties, political rights, judicial independence, press freedom, and the protection of vulnerable population. President Bouaga expressed his administration commitment to upholding the Constitution of Liberia and ensuring the protection and promotion of human rights for all citizens and residents, regardless of background or status. Human rights are not merely a legal obligation, they are fundamental pillars of dignity, justice, and democratic governance. The report will guide us in identifying both our achievement and areas that require immediate attention, stated President Bouaga. In response, the president has urged the Ministry of Justice and the Independent National Commission on Human Rights and other relevant agencies to undertake a review of the report's findings and collaborate to develop and implement actionable policy recommendations aimed at strengthening the nation's human rights framework. The president assures both the Liberian people and the international community that the findings of the 2024 U.S. State Department Human Rights Report will be taken with the seriousness by merit, and necessary reforms will be pursued diligently to align Liberian human rights environment with global standards.
Yep, I'll tell you. So it's a good thing. We want to see these kind of reports being, updated every time, every year. And, this will keep government officials on their toes. I just feel restricted because I didn't bring my phone because I have juice, so much juice, and I will still let all of those juices out tomorrow. So, Emmanuel, as a government official, you need to open your eyes and do the right thing. So, thank God the president responded and said that the Ministry of Justice should get into the situation, like start investigations, because they know United States of America didn't just take this out of their head. They have been following U.S. State Department on security, and that is why they do this with every nation, not just Liberia. All right, and so let's look at the police report. The police, on where it comes to the police. If my security is not safe, I don't feel safe. I can't even go out to hustle. But yeah, we're thinking, the police, Liberian National Police, going to report to the Justice Ministry. They have to come in with, to defend what was told about them concerning the Liberian National Police. One thing that drew my attention is the 2 minute suicides in police cells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One case were even mentioned as well. Yes.
Just yesterday again. Right? It's actually 4 persons that died from drugs. Liberia is a strange country. How can we just have say no to drugs? Was that not last week Thursday?
Last Thursday.
And then just a week later, 4 persons.
I saw that circulating on Facebook.
Exactly. If you can find it, please, so that we bring it, so we don't just say all of our head.
Yeah.
We have, proof of what we are saying. We have our source, and we just
Try to search it.
Now, at the same time, this guy, we saw him. They took a picture that he committed. So I don't know why they keep committing suicide in jail, in police cells. I can't understand what is happening to prisoners at the police cells to keep committing suicide. I don't know what is going on. And then at the same time, the picture of that guy, even though he had rope around his neck, his feet were on the ground. So normally when we watch movies, when people commit suicide, Emmanuel, you can analyze. You will see their legs in the air. Then they are hanging. Even coming back to what people, having doubts concerning this video with this guy at Apple Bank. You see another person with phone in the video recording. You see the person picture in the video as well. You see the face of another lady, she's there recording. So what is going on? You saw that security of the bank open the door when the lady and the guy were tussling in her office, because that's corporate banking. And then the security went by outside. So what is going on? Sometimes it becomes so mysterious. You wrap your head around it. You can't get into it. You can't understand it. You just get confused and you just let it go. And that's what's happening now. We're letting it go. But guess what? The United States of America is not letting it go. That is why they are mentioning things that they know they could mention more. Emmanuel says they didn't want it to make it that long. Maybe that's why. But they have reports. They could keep some. Right now they are having reports of what is happening. Say no to drugs. Yet drugs still entering the country. People are dying. People went into it for cloud. Let me noise on the thing here. Let everybody see that we're part of it. After people sniffing some, putting some in the drink, getting crazy. How can people understand how serious Liberians are? If we are not. I mean, people, what is happening? People die in prison every time you say it is suicide. So, Emmanuel, if you found that story of those drugs,
I haven't seen it.
But have you seen the one with the guy?
I saw. I didn't see the guy that hanged himself, but I saw image circulating on Facebook of 4 individuals lying dead, and I wasn't independently able to verify. Yes. So I saw it, and it is scary. It is scary, and it is something to actually talk about. Well, I'm just wondering what actually they took, because they get different type of thing, and I don't know as to whether they went.
Emmanuel, some of the ones that they have named, I hear about the zombie. I hear about the tramadol. I hear about the vampire. That zombie is different from vampire. Vampire is not a drug. Is it push?
Yeah, they got push.
There's another one.
Yeah, the solar panel.
The name alone.
The solar panel.
Sun can be shining in a brain.
To hit the brain and make them high. But I think it's not just making it high; it's killing your brain cells.
So that would be the one, because we have seen kush victims. We see them standing on a road and just if you're watching it on TV, so we know that one is kush. The tower and the cocoa, we know the ones that say they are cargoes. That one that are food. You can see them, because they need to go look for passengers, for drivers to be able to take the drugs and find something to eat. So for them, I don't know. I'm not concluding, but I don't know if they really take the stronger ones that will just keep them standing in the street. And because if they are taking it, how can they still have strength and energy to go, looking for passengers or people carrying on a daily hustle? I'm not going to exclude them, but drugs is a serious issue. It is of a concern. It's a pandemic. At the same time, yes, we're discussing the human rights.
The human rights reform.
I quit from it. Emmanuel, what do you think about it? Looking at what the U.S. embassy said.
Well, I think this report doesn't just suggest that Liberia is abandoning some of the democratic principles, but I think this is a call to strengthen areas in our country that need to work effectively. Some of those areas that were pointed out, because there were some areas that the government did well. Those areas were pointed out, and those areas that we have lapses. I think it's about time that we strengthen those areas. Key among them, the issue of the rule of law. We have a very fragile rule of law, and we have to strengthen it. We have to strengthen it, make it more effective, strong enough that it will cut across. And the issue of state accountability, that has to be increased as well. Freedom of expression, it has to be increased as well. We have to work on some of those things. And as the president said in his statement, I think those relevant institutions that were an independent international collaborate to develop and implement actionable policy recommendation. Because the first statement in this entire report says, let me get to it so that I take it word for word. It says there were no significant changes in the human rights situation in Liberia during the year. So the people have observed over the time, pointing out these things. This is a partnership, and those people are getting reports on a daily basis. Even the media is even helping. The media is helping. All of those stories that we are reporting, those stories from the rural areas, those stories that we report, all of those things, they are listening. They are getting tips on all of those things. And then if they come up with a report and point out some of those things, I think it is on the shoulder of the government to work in those areas. The issue of pre-trial detainees. People have spent years in, years out in cells, in prison, without having a dating code. And I think it's a violation of their rights.
Yeah. Somebody sue you for 100
So
lawyers up and down, they can't get redress.
So for that backdrop, I think they need to have a judicial reform to expedite trials.
That is not on the police.
And these are things that need to be worked on. So if the United States State Department comes up with a report, those people are our partners. They have seen those things, point those things out. Government need to work on those things. It's not just pointing out those things so that we talk about it for 7 days and it go to rest. Action need to be taken. Action need to be. President Barker, if you haven't taken action, I think it's about time you be strong and take action. As you have initiated a team to look at the findings, come up with a recommendation, actionable policy plan. Those things need to be looked at. Because Liberia is a country that subscribes to democracy, and we are a democratic state. We cannot keep violating the pillars of democracy in terms of human rights, violating human beings, the rights of human beings. We cannot keep doing those things. Arbitrary killing, all of those things mentioned in the report here. So I think action needs to be taken, President Parker. Action needs to be taken, and we shouldn't just look at this as something else. These are serious matters that need serious attention so that we can have another report, at least in the first line, they will say, oh, at least you people have tried XYZ, blah, blah, blah. Even though there are some areas that the government did well, but there are some areas that are very important that need to be looked at. I think that's my take on it.
So I see I'm on the U.S. Embassy Monrovia Liberia's post, but just taking something that Africa Regional Media have posted. It says the 2024 Human Rights Report has been released publicly on the State Department's website. The Human Rights Report has been restructured in a way that removes redundancy, increases report credibility, and is responsive to the legislative mandates that underpin the report. Well, there are different comments.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said, I'm interested in America's report on human rights. Where can I find it? It's right there. And then Daniel comes and says, Liberia is doing far better on the issue of human rights than the US right now. I want you to know that there are mixed reactions.
Yeah.
There are so many human rights abuses that go on there. The current president of the US has violated every standing law of the country relating to human rights. I find it quite interesting that the US is lecturing other countries about human rights when the current president of the US is the main human abuser in chief. All right. Then somebody comes to respond to me and say, Daniel, we are concerned about our small country Liberia. Yeah, what about human rights back in the U.S. today? The National Guard, police, and maybe RCE were pulling people from the car. Douglas Fangalo is absolutely right. Please step up and use your voice with your bosses. All right. So trying to say to President Joseph Newman Boaka, yes, the people say this is your human right record. And that you have been following. It's like during CDC time and now it's the same.
It's
and
a
you see the difference yet. So you too let them know, remind them about some of the human rights abuses in their own country. Yeah, oh sir, mama, papa, you say I did it. And my own money, papi. Even you tell me say I do the one, yeah, they want it. But you can do so your own a bigger than my own. My country is so small. I'm not saying it's a good thing. We should have good human rights record. We want to be safe and secure in our country. But you that come tell me now. When look at some of your own and say not easy. Your great grandpa come from different country. You say the other person who was born here because their father came from different country, they must leave the country. So all these things are human rights abuses as well. Just the other day we saw the National Guards marching. When you see them marching, foreigners or residents with their heart in the air. The human rights abuse. So the fact that people don't have peace. And so they are not bad thing. We are happy that our power checking on us, making sure that we are okay. And it is never perfect. No matter how you try, it's never perfect. But there are little things that we shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
When I say little things, like for example, people die in prison. Let's say this person was accused or whatever it is, investigation went on, they went to jail. I have heard people, Emmanuel, when they arguing, they say, I will put him in jail, then I will pay him, they will kill him in the jail. I've heard it. Where you took that from? Why would you think that you put somebody in jail and you still be able to go back behind the person and pay for the person to die in jail? So these are things that people complaining about. Some family people came here the other time and they said that their child was in jail and they tried to go and they've been running after it, going to the police station up and down, back and forth. They weren't giving the time of the day, no attention. One night, they just called the woman and said she should come and sign for her son. So the woman said, but they just can't sign in the night and let day break. Day broke. They went there, they had rushed the guy to the hospital. He was dead. Blood coming out of the nose and this one and that.
How he died.
So how he died, they are yet to get to be told, to have the closure to say yes. And we understand what happened. They don't know. They buried him, and that was the end of it. So these things are human rights abuses. And you understand? Somebody killed somebody. The first thing, we don't have police presence in the counties.
And not cutting you off, just to point with you a little bit, bring your mouth. Probably you were not here when Solomon Tibler reported on a story that a full person have been charged with tampering with police investigation. A man was found dead. He's a mechanic, and part of his body were removed. So the police established that there was some foul play and instructed the folks not to carry on burial. But at the end of the day, the family member and other people.
I heard that. Some people went and carry on.
Yeah. So now, that is not the point. And these are things that have happened and continue to happen in our country. And having a full scale investigation to know who did it, and all of those things surrounding it, you will not have it.
They said that we don't have much manpower in the police.
Manpower is one thing. Having the capacity to do it is another thing.
So the police budget should be high.
Having the capacity to do it, having all of those necessary, because there are some people who carry on killing, you will not see them. I think they have a way to detect who did something, and they have a way in the West,
autopsy,
and all of those things, and you don't have those things back home. 178, you don't have those things. So you will continue to have those things happening. People will continue to die. People will kill people, and you will not have a full-scale investigation. And we will just play around it and let it be. Because, I don't blame the police. The policemen to the capacity to that level to carry on those full investigation. Not to say they don't want to do it. I don't think they don't want to do it. But you cannot put me behind this microphone and then no quarantine expect me to talk of somebody hear me. Nobody not hear me. I just thought right and leave with it.
I think there should be police presence in the counties. Yeah, there should be police in every rural part of Liberia, not just Monrovia. We got too many police in the city. Every corner you turn, there is a police somewhere. Even motorcyclists now they complain. They say, even the community road, like they say we should run a police sitting there to collect our 50, 100. They don't want to say no. They complain a lot. So even in the communities road, so if these police were sent in the counties, as a police officer, you should be assigned Grand Passor, River Stairs, Grand Gide, they should be all over the place, all over the country. Liberia is not just Monrovia. Look at these strange killings that go on in the country, virtually, and nothing coming out of it. Today somebody killing, tomorrow somebody killing. They are going ahead to kill because they know at the end of the day nothing will come out of it. It's just the same way I say no to drugs, yet drugs still being pulled in the country and people are still taking drugs and dying from drugs. Their future is being destroyed of Liberia because of drugs. At the same time, the security system is a mess, some percentage of it, which leads to investors running away. The government can employ everybody. There are people looking for jobs, people managing jobs because they don't have choice. And there are people who just stay home and complain and they're just waiting till 2029. Oh, I can tell some people that on the 2029 you're not going to eat. You just stay and complain and complain. That 2029 comes out, all the 2029 comes out. That is how frustrated and angry people are. So these things lead to some of the massacres and killings that go on. Somebody hungry, they see and they get food, somebody pay, they say, I want you to go kill that person, they go kill him. And you will not even know. So yes, like you said, the police should be capacitated, we understand. At the same time, police should go deeper into investigation and make sure they bring to book. We want to see, police report. Let them have the police report program. Come on, the radio, talk to the media. What is happening? What are you doing? Let the awareness be created that people know, criminals know. And violators know that the police talking about it too much to instill some fear. But when something happens, you see they live, short video, they picture, other people there. And when everybody in media now, especially when you have a smartphone and Android, people doing videos, people taking pictures,
new media,
sharing it. Anything that happens before you know it, it's there, it's on. But we need to get police report. The woman in the county are using a reporting from the dial 107.5. They need to hear it. What is going on? Where's the police presence? People are vulnerable. Maybe if police start to do these strategic things, then the human rights report will see the effort and say, oh, okay, they're making effort. So that way, if even the government, whatever allocated is being allocated for police in the budget, you never know. Outside help can come in. The fact that you're making the effort, you understand, they see U.S. Embassy, you see United States of America, who come in and say, oh, we can help the police, we can help the police. They can even send in some of their own. During the Capitol building, we saw investigators here from the U.S. because they saw the effort. Even if it was asked for. If I see you doing something, you ask me for help, I will come through. And we say, oh, the police, LDA, will not get it. The money there is so small. It's not just about the money. It's also about the passion for the work. It's about results. Once there are results, you will get help. Emmanuel, I will leave you on the show. Right?
Yes, so that's it.
I'm going to send some of the photos of the blueprints President we are shocked the internet yesterday. Former President we are, when he dropped the blueprint, and then
So,
all of a
so
sudden
the
we saw
project,
different kinds of
the project,
blueprint. Like even some PDP
where,
blueprint.
where,
I said,
where was the
seriously,
blueprint ever since?
but the blueprint was waiting
The invasion.
the invasion. And we say kudos to our own Damon Slanger.
Yes, Damon,
Yes.
congratulations.
If you can get to the story on his homepage, please.
Damon, congratulations to Damon Slanger.
I saw him the man enjoying
The
himself.
best for last. I
Now,
was
cool, you
skipping
guys
it.
dancing, you need to see the man party.
Damon,
When you get for content,
Officer,
make it different.
Officer Damon.
The men are Chinese journalists.
Okay, so I try to
So
get it.
Mr. Slanger, Ambassador
I'm
Slanger. I met with
I'm not saying it though.
It's
I'm not saying
it's
it.
on spoon page. It's on spoon page. The man he presented news, and on in the Chinese media, he was the newscaster talking about Liberia. So I like the way China has opened doors, and incorporating,
That
other
one.
nationals and
Okay.
telling, let people understand China, Liberia, how it benefits our country as well, And so going and coming, that's why you see so many Liberians going to China, getting goods, coming back. That one place, a lot of Liberians, people who have never traveled before, they're able to
The
go to China.
The Chinese are doing well in terms of giving opportunities
Yeah.
to Liberians.
People going for the master
People going for
program.
master programs.
Too many
Schools of
scholarships,
Liberians.
Too many scholarships. And there are
Schools of
scholarships right now
Liberians.
available. Emmanuel TV, by the grace of God, will going soon as well. As soon as he graduates from the UL, I'll be glad to see that. So why you look for that? I see a story with Representative Ellen Ator. She warns Liberia risks losing a generation to drugs crisis. And now we are talking about the future generation. All right. Okay, Mangibi County Electoral District 3 Representative Ellen Ator has added her voice to growing national concerns over the surge in drug abuse among Liberia's youth, warning that the country risks losing an entire generation if urgent action is not taken. Calling the crisis a national emergency that demands an uncompromising, coordinated response, Atore said the drug epidemic is destroying lives, shattering families, and weakening the very foundation of Liberia's future. Exactly. That is what I wanted to. That is our future, the future of Liberia right there. We can't keep having the same old goons coming back to run the country. We need the future of this country. So we need to protect the youth. We want to make sure they come there and not be dumb. They don't be dummies or nuisance in the communities and causing problems for Liberia. Have you gotten that?
I'm not saying
I
it.
can't get to it, but it's there anyway.
I'm not saying
We
it.
just want to say congratulations.
Congratulations.
To Slanga, and he's representing Spoon Network and Liberia in China. And it's a good thing for our country. It's a good thing for the media. And of course, Press Union of Liberia also has, there is a story of two Liberian journalists in Grand Bassa County. I put all of those stories together. Why did I leave my phone? I don't know. And two Liberian journalists were flogged in reverses and dragged to the police station. We look forward to bringing you more as development unfolds concerning that story. My name is Lorena Honoré. I will always ask you to put God first in whatever you do. While Emmanuel talk to you, give our money, and at the same time, I just gotta grab my phone. I can't do it on my phone. There was a day that I had a show right on this today's show, and he said, "What is that one thing you can do it?" Or you know what I said perfume because I knew it was going to spark different mixed communications. All people were too angry. She said, "Oh, that we're up there." No, nobody can go without the phone. That is what actually I can go without. Somebody said I drove all the way from Iowa to New Jersey. I had to turn around and go back for my phone and say, we all know it will be the phone. So, Emmanuel, I talk to your caller.
So,
there are different things we want to talk about. So, again, we say kudos to Nima Kante. Yeah, District 5. That other election was not hot as the one at the senatorial election that saw Senator Samuel Coker replacing the late Senator Prince Johnson. But we saw a peaceful election, and again, this time it is MDR. Now, so
the MDR candidate.
Exactly.
All right. So we are back here, hoping that I don't know as to whether our original is on. Okay. So we take calls now. We take calls. Yes, 0777 771075. 0777 771075. 0555 101075 are the numbers to call and make your point. Let's take our very first caller on the line. Good morning. Okay. Yeah. How you doing? Say- Hmm. Okay. Well, I'm fine. I'm fine. Just go on. I just think we don't have much time. Hmm. When I sound it, yeah, so not 200. Yeah, go on. Oh, I lost. That's good morning. Yes, can you kindly walk away from your receiver? Yes, you live. What's your name and where do you call us from? Melvin, go on and make your point. Okay. Okay. Mm. Okay. All right. Thank you for your input. We have to take more calls. Okay. Yes, I'm experiencing a little problem. Let me just pick up this call and then do a little job. Yes. Good morning. You're live. What's your name and where are you calling us from? Okay. Go on. Mm. Mm. Oh, I lost on this call here. I'm experiencing a little problem with the orange line. Let me just get it straightened up and then we will take more calls on the orange line. Let's take this call on the Lone Star. Good morning. Yes, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? You sound expensive. Go on, sir. Okay, go on. Mhm. Mhm. Mm. Mm. Thank you too for your call. 077771075 055101075. Hello.
Yeah, how you doing, sir?
One fun. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Ken.
Okay, I didn't cut you off. Lance Jimmy. Morning. Yes, sir. You're live. What's your name and where are you calling us from? Go on, Jerry. Mm. 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 So that's what you think? Okay. 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 Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Hello. Okay, let's take on this caller. Hello, you live. What's your name and where are you calling us from? Actually, go on, make your point.
We are frustrated and our leadership do not care.
Mm.
There is this thing about learning dispute in this country. It's a very serious issue. I'm a victim and I don't know what to do. And so I'm begging the president to please take learning dispute serious. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your input. Let's talk to Mo Caller. Let's go on and speak with Mo Caller. Good morning. You live. What's your name and where are you calling us from? Go on.
So what on my mind this morning has to do with the human rights report from the Parliament and the jobs issue.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to the human rights report, you see, let me say the human rights report. Human rights is one of the things that destroy in the country.
Mm.
Is this someone waiting to kill somebody and then go to jail, or they expect that person to be free from jail? You see, then when it comes to the jobs aspect, you see someone who having 5 senses. They ban normal, right? And then there's been seeing all the people who have been in drugs business, taking in drugs. They seeing the life of that person and comparing to their own. Then later on they will go start taking drugs, then they will want to shift the own government. Why would you be having 5 cents and then without drugs until the then something happen with them shift the own government? So it's bad.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Let's have more interaction with our audience. 077771075. 055101075 are the numbers to call, and on the overall we giving cash out *255 *4#. *255 *4#. The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Good morning. We find what's your name and where are you calling us from? Go on. Yeah, but we are looking at the do not sway the discussion. We are looking at the human rights report on Liberia and other things. So okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Good morning, you laugh. What's your name and where are you calling us from? Okay, from Lofa County. How's Lofa this morning? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, thank you too for your input. 077771075. As we go on, we are doing George now. Okay, cash out to our folks. Star 255 star 4 hash. Star 255 star 4 hash. The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Star 255 star 4 hash. Good morning. Yes, what's your name and where do you call us from? I said, go on. Yeah, it's on, so you can go on and play. Yeah, yeah, listen to the radio. Okay, let's take more calls. Hello. Yes, good morning. What is your name and where are you calling us from? Go on. Okay, thank you. All right, folks, we have few minutes to the end portion of the show. We are here this morning. This is the Today Show. We take two calls and then we wrap up on the calling segment to do more draws and give cash out to our folks. Hello, you live. What's your name and where do you call from? Okay, lost on this caller here. We take two calls and then we wrap up on the calling segment. 077771075, 055101075. And also, the cash giveaway is on as one of the caller asks. Star 25 star 4 hash, just 50 Liberian dollars qualifies you, okay? One of the two. Good morning. Yes, it seems, yeah, you have a very bad background. I cannot continue with you. Your background is bad, and we cannot continue with you. We need to have a very uh, good conversation. So we are here reflecting on going back to the human rights report. Okay, let's squeeze in this call here. Hello? Yeah, your background is bad. Can you? Okay, I cannot take you again. All right, so there are lots of things that were pointed out here: freedom of association and collective bargaining. Okay, let's pick this call here as we go. Hello? Good morning. I'm Emmanuel. What's your name and where do you call us from? Lahan, can you just walk away from the noise a little bit? The background is a little bad. Lahan, yes, it is good enough if you want to partake on the show. You do away from the noise and then you call so that we can have a very good conversation. So you cannot be in the noise and then you call us. So let's just deal with our cash giveaway because we don't have time. Star 255 star 4 hash. Star 255 star 4 hash. We have numbers here already. Star 255 star 4 hash. You play with just $50 Liberian dollars. That qualifies you to play and win for yourself 10,000, 4,000, 20,000, and 25,000. So the entire process runs up to late this evening as we do more draws and give cash out. So I have more winners here. I have numbers here. So let me just kickstart the 20 and the 25,000 draw and then see as to whether we can place call to some of our winners. All right, star 255 star 4 hash is the code to play with. Star 255 star 4 hash. The more you play, the better chance of winning. Let's take a very short break to do some adjustment and then we come back and conclude with our draw. This is the Today Show Spoon 107.5 FM. Today is Thursday, and this is the Thursday edition of the show. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. I was actually in the background doing jaws. Yes, I was in the background doing jaws. So we come back here to conclude with our jaw segment. We're back here to conclude with our jaw segment and give cash out to our folks. All right, so let's do some call. Let's play some call to couples of our winners as we go on. All right, we don't have much time. Stay in the process to do more draw. All right. Then when Lorena comes on, she will do more of what I'm doing now to give you cash. Star 255 star 4 hash. Star 255 star 4 hash. The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Star 255 star 4 hash. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. Okay, so let's get some of our folks here who have won for themselves cash. Okay. Okay. Let's have this. Hoping that this thing don't play on us. Okay. Let's have it. Okay. All right, folks. We about to call some of our winners as we pack our bags to leave the studio. Okay, let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. We don't have time already. Okay, we don't have the luxury of time. We cannot just go forward. We have to climax here at this point in time. It is a minute to 9 o'clock. So, folks, we say thank you for your participation, and thanks to our winners. Congratulations to our winners. Lorena will do some call as she comes on. Some of you who have won for yourself, she will certainly have a conversation with you. But we don't have time. We have to go. Thanks a lot for your participation. Thanks to our regular followers and our viewers. Keep following Spoon TV, and we are open for business. We are here open for business. Sit within Congo Town, opposite the White House community. Keep following Spoon TV for authentic information and get the best as we dish out Liberia's best. On behalf of the team, my name is Emmanuel David. I was alongside Lorena and Honoree. Do have yourself a God bless day and enjoy the rest of our broadcast and our programs. Bye bye.